Hey guys, it's JW Gaming here, and today we're going to be talking about the light tank in Battlefield 1. Now, you will have probably seen this around the battlefield if you've been playing the game for any length of time, because it is an absolute beast, and to be honest, yeah, it is a bit overpowered, because you've probably seen people go on stupidly long, flawless streaks just with the light tank. Now, it might seem that this isn't the tank to use because you've got all the massive behemoths that are the landship and the heavy tank, and you might think that this really isn't going to cut it when going up against them. Well, I thought that at the start, and how wrong I was. So this tank, compared to the other tanks, is the only one-man tank in the game. And that gives it some advantages. First of all, it's smaller, so it's a harder target to hit. It's faster, because it's lighter, and it's also a hell of a lot more manoeuvrable. This means that you can easily get out of a sticky situation that you wouldn't be able to do in the landship, and especially in the heavy tank, which is so much less manoeuvrable than even the landship. So that really makes it really an asset to use, because A, you also don't have to coordinate with team members as to how best to play to their strengths, so and also that you're evading the enemy a lot easier. So as I said, it's the fastest tank in the game, and that can be used for a variety of tasks. I personally used it to get between flags because you're faster than normal infantry and you're a lot more armoured than using a horse or a regular vehicle. So you can actually play the objective very, very well using the light tank, even though it is inherently an armoured vehicle that needs to go in armour-to-armour combat. You can use it very well to play the objective, and even though people would think of maybe using it to camp out and just pick people off. Now, as I said, it's a one-person tank, so the driver is also the gunner. In the standard configuration, the driver has an 8-pounder cannon and also a canister shell for anti-infantry. Now, I have to say both are exceedingly effective, but the canister shell, especially at long range, where you would expect a lot of scatter because it is effectively a glorified shotgun, there isn't a whole lot of scatter, and I got kills reaching out to 100 plus meters just from using the canister shell. But by luck, but it seemed to be very, very often that was happening, so I think it's more by design than anything else. Whether this was an intention of DICE to do, or whether they're going to tone it back for the full release of the game, I would not be surprised if they did. Now, the caveat of being the lightest tank is that it is the least armoured, but not by much. It still takes at least 4 rocket gun shots to the track areas to get it to be destroyed. It would take at least 4 anti-tank grenades as well, because anti-tank grenades only do 25 damage to the light tank. So this really makes it a bit of a beast, because it's not very much less powerful than a landship. I personally remember taking out a number of landships single-handedly, just because you can utilise the manoeuvrability and the speed and still fire on the move. So you can still be firing on the move, and especially given that the landship, the guns on it don't have a full 360-degree arc of fire, so they cannot fire from any position. They have to remanoeuvre themselves before they can engage you. So you can use that massively to your advantage against the bigger, heavier targets, because the machine guns on the heavy tank and also on the landship just can't touch you. They really won't do anything to you. So you can really use that to get a leg up on all armour. Now, rightly so, the armoured train on Sinai Desert will just obliterate the light tank, but that's what it's supposed to do. When up against all other armour though, if you are in a head-on gunfight, you will lose against the landship. If you're in a head-on gunfight, you'll probably lose against the heavy tank. But if you keep manoeuvring, get round, get the booty shot, then basically you will win that gunfight. And it's all about the way you play with it. So, really, in summary, the light tank is an absolute beast of a weapon. I wouldn't be surprised if they nerfed it quite a bit before the full release of the game. So I would highly recommend jumping on and finding out a little bit more about the light tank for yourself. The beta ends tomorrow. The beta ends on Thursday.
We have lost objective dark.
I would highly recommend jumping on to find out a little bit more about the light tank in the beta if it is still live at the time of you viewing this. If not, stick around to hear about any performance differences that we find in the full game, because I'll be doing a lot of work with that too. Alright guys, that's the end of the video, so if you liked it, give it a like. Disliked it, give it a dislike. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.